Hey everyone, John here, and welcome back to the Toy Box. Today is Jirachi Day, and I'm really excited because it took some effort to get these two items. This is the Pokemon 20th Anniversary Plush and the Pokemon 20th Anniversary Pokeball and Figure for Pokemon number 385, Jirachi. I'm going to start off this video with a Pokemon 20 story because I feel it's appropriate here. So, and this is one of my favorite stories that I've had with Pokemon so far. So, if you remember, for those of you who remember back that far, when you pre-ordered Pokemon Colosseum, the GameCube game, first GameCube game for Pokemon, you get a bonus disc. And in that bonus disc, you can download Jirachi to your Ruby or Sapphire games. So, pretty cool. The only problem is that I couldn't get it. And I totally missed it. And that's not the end of the story, because then that would be my worst favorite story of all. But fast forward maybe a year later. Whenever I go to Walmart, I walk around with my brother. This time I was walking around through the games. And I usually don't buy a lot of games, so I just like to look around, see what I can find. And on the bottom shelf, you have a lot of cartridges and a lot of discs just there. I don't know if Walmart was planning on selling them or what was going to happen to them. But underneath the entire rack, I saw something poking out. And I thought I saw a Pokemon symbol. At least the first letter of the P. And I was really curious, and when I asked one of the employees over there if they could open the rack for me, and so he did. He talked to my parents a lot, so I knew this particular employee. So he opened the rack for me, and he helped me get that disc out from underneath the rack, and it turned out that it was one of the bonus discs for Pokemon Colosseum. And I was super excited. I was willing to pay whatever it took to get that disc. But the guy said, "Hey, there's no price tag on here. It's yours." And right after, as soon as I got home, I finally had my hands on Jirachi after I thought the whole thing was lost. So that's my Pokemon 20 story. I hope you enjoyed it. So let's get on to the unboxing and review for the plush, the 20th anniversary plush, and the 20th anniversary figure. So we'll go ahead and start with the plush. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the review. Alright, so let's start with the plush first. So the packaging for this plush looks exactly like the packaging for all the previous ones we've seen so far. This one came from Toys R Us. If you haven't gotten it yet, then definitely go and check your Toys R Us stores and make sure that if you are remotely interested in this plush, then definitely buy it, because these things went pretty fast. There probably will be more later, just like there were for Celebi, but I'm really not sure. So let's take a look at the package first, and the package looks the same. We have 385 Jirachi here. Of course, you have a window where you can see Jirachi, and you can reach in through the Pokeball shaped hole. You have a picture of Jirachi down here, and in the back or in the side here, it looks like we have, I believe these are the Pokédex entries in other languages. And in the back we have the same Pokemon 20 message. A trainer's journey never ends. Each generation befriends new Pokemon and battles new dangers. Explore the world of Pokemon. And this one, if you remember, Jirachi is the third really rare Pokemon. This one's from the Hoenn region. So following in the footsteps of Mew and Celebi. So let's read the Pokédex entry here. Jirachi. According to myth, if you write your wish on one of the notes attached to Jirachi's head and then sing to it in a pure voice, this Pokemon will awaken from its 1,000-year slumber and grant your wish. Pretty cool. It doesn't say this on here, but I know that in one of the other Pokédex entries, it claims that if Jirachi does sense danger, it will fight it while still asleep, which is pretty awesome. So he doesn't even need to be awake to take you to school. But anyways, so there's the packaging. And let's go ahead and open it up. Let's take a look at the plush. So once again, just like the others, you unzip the top. And we take out. Now, just like with the other ones, the other plushes, I really do like the packaging, so I'm gonna keep it intact here. And for here, Jirachi is fastened by three holders right here. So let's go ahead and take these out carefully so I can put them back in later. There's one. And there's two. So here is the plush, and this is a pretty nice one. It follows the same style that Mew and Celebi had. They use a velvety material, and there is a nice shimmer to it that you don't get with the other plushes, the other Tomy plushes, and that's just to make this one extra special. And I do like this one especially for Jirachi because if you remember, Jirachi is also a steel type. So this kind of gives Jirachi a metallic kind of feel, which is pretty awesome. And then, so we can take a 360 of the plush. Here are the notes on his head. There's one, the third one. Then you have Jirachi's shooting star-like shape, with the head being the star and the tail being here. So just like with all the plushes as of late, the eyes are done really well. The details really do look like Jirachi. You have a little teardrop here, and then I guess the third eye. And of course on the side the Tomy tag is here. In the back you have the tails right here. There isn't really anything else to show on the back. Most of the details are in the front. So here is the side view again. And lastly, here's the front again. Now this one can't really stand up, so this one's not really going to balance. If you put the tails out here, you can try, but there we go. That's probably the best I'm going to be able to get, and I think that Jirachi is probably going to fall pretty soon. And so, anyways, just like Mew and Celebi, I really like this plush. It is pretty soft. Because of the material, it's not as soft as some of the other plushes, but this plush is really special as far as it being the 20th anniversary, and it has that special shimmer and again the special packaging that really makes this a collector's item. So again, if you're interested in owning these plushes, then definitely check Toys R Us, check often, and if you see one, then don't even think about it, just pick it up. So that is my recommendation. So with that, let's move on to the figure. Alright, now let's go ahead and unbox and review the figure. So once again, this figure, I also got it from Toys R Us. So let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. Let's first look at the package. You can see the front here. We have Jirachi's number right here. Of course, we can see Jirachi the figure, and we can see the Pokeball. This one happens to be a Premier Ball this time, instead of a Great Ball. And I don't really see a stand in here so far, so I don't know if it comes with one. We'll open it up and we'll see right now. So if we go in the side, and once again it looks like it shows Pokédex entries and the message in the Pokédex entry in different language. And in the back we have the exact same messages that we had with the plush box. Again, here's the other view. So let's go ahead, let's open up the packet. There we go. There we go, it comes out like this. So there we go. So I guess what we see here is what we get. I don't really see a stand. So let's see. Let's open it up. So it opens up this way. Cardboard Pokemon. And here are the figures. So these two figures, the Pokeball and the figure are tied down. So let's go ahead and undo the back. There we go. There we go. Having a bit of a hard time here. There we go. Pokeball is out. There's a Premier Ball. If you look, it looks like it has a pearl shimmer here, which is really cool. Normally this Pokeball is white, but the shininess is pretty cool. And of course you open it just like that. Now let's take out Jirachi. How does this go? This one, I definitely want to be careful. Looks like Jirachi's being held by a rubber band right here. So let me go ahead and cut. Let me cut the rubber band off, and Jirachi will be free. All right. And here is Jirachi. Let's take a look. Hey, the rubber band's still there. Thought it was gone. There you go. Now it's gone for real. Anyway, we have Jirachi right here in the back. These parts, the tails seem a little fragile, so be very careful when you open them. This is the back view. And of course this is the front view and the view from the sides. Now the question is, the figure didn't come with a stand. The question is, can it stand up on its own? And it looks like yes. Yes, it can. So let's go ahead and take a look at our figure. There we go. So the details are pretty nice, and just like the plush, it looks like they captured Jirachi very well. You see the notes that on his head. You see the eyes with the green drop on the bottom. His belly has a third eye, and the tails on the side. So this is a pretty nice figure. And then of course, when he's done, put him in the Premier Ball. So we can back up and have him pose with the ball in the back. So there you have it. That is the Jirachi Premier Ball figure. Now this one wasn't as hard to get as the plush generally was. It seemed to be more readily available. But just like with the plush, if you're interested and you see it in Toys R Us, then you better pick it up, or else you might not be able to, at least not until later. That is my recommendation for this figure as well. So that is the Pokeball figure for Jirachi, the 20th anniversary figure for April. Well, this has been the unboxing and review for the Pokemon 20th Anniversary plush and figure for Jirachi, our third legendary Pokemon to be covered during this year. So I really hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure that you check out Mew and Celebi's unboxing and reviews also. I have the links in the description below. And also make sure to check us out on Twitter and Instagram. Both links are in the description below as well. So, as always, leave your comments in the comment section below. Rate, subscribe, and don't stop playing.